All right. On today's episode, we're going to talk about home prices are high right now. Should I wait to buy? If you've been considering that question and you're wondering about if now's a good time for you to purchase with home prices being the way that they are, this is a great question that everyone should be considering. And we're going to dive into that. And we're going to talk about specifically what that looks like for you as you're trying to make a decision. Affordability is a very hot topic right now. And truthfully, there's just a lot of bad information out there. It makes sense to assume that increasing home costs equals a decrease in affordability, but that's just way too simple of an approach to the question. So again, it seems rational, and it is often thought that and we assume that an increasing home cost, so as values and cost of the home goes up, that means affordability goes down, right? Because the expectation is, well, if the home costs more, it's actually going to cost the buyer more to purchase it from a monthly mortgage perspective. Now we're going to dive into that. There are two major factors and two minor factors in determining affordability. The two major factors are interest rate and home prices, with interest rates being the dominant factor in affordability. Interest rates are the dominant factor in affordability, not home prices. We've written many blogs on this if you'd like to see some actual numbers on how interest rates impact payment. But to give you a basic idea, let's say you were to buy a home today or a year from now, you bought the exact same home. Let's say today the home was worth $300,000 and you could get a 3% interest rate. Let's say the home in a year from now had dropped and was worth $280,000, which quite honestly is not going to happen. Homes aren't going to go down that low, or maybe not at all. But let's say that same home was only worth now $280,000 a year from now, but your interest rate went from a 3 to a 4%. Well, guess what? That $280,000 house would cost you over $100 a month more than the home that you bought for $300,000. The interest rate is significant when it comes to the affordability and the pricing and what your monthly mortgage is going to cost. That's what matters. The monthly mortgage, not the price of the home. So the two other minor factors are city taxes and home insurance costs, which those are normally paid through your mortgage. Now, they're significant factors in cost, but the reason I say they're minor factors is because they just fluctuate a whole lot less often, and they fluctuate less significantly than interest rates and prices. Right now, as of September 2021, interest rates were still historically low. Home prices are definitely high. That is 100% true, but interest rates are historically low. Taxes have gone up. Home insurance costs are a little bit higher. Yes. So 3 of the 4 have gone up. However, the most important factors, interest rates stay very, very, very low. When you look at an affordability index, which if you are watching this video or listening to the podcast, check out the blog. We've got a post there where you can actually see the chart. We are about par for the course for affordability. All of this talk about being priced out on the market and how expensive homes are doesn't take into effect the entire picture. Before you make a decision, as important as whether you should buy right now, look at the whole picture. So again, if you're seeing this in the blog, great. If you're just watching the video or listening to the podcast, let me just give you an idea of what we're talking about here in terms of housing affordability. Housing affordability. In the early years, starting all the way back to 1990, this is from the National Association of Realtors, the affordability was relatively low to medium, meaning it was not very affordable. It was still very expensive in terms of the monthly mortgage cost versus the average income for the normal family. When we hit 2009 to 2015, and we had a lot of foreclosed properties, affordability went way up, and that's a good thing for buyers. Affordability had gone way up because home prices were extremely low. There are lots of foreclosures, banks, and that's not good for the total economy. That's not good for anybody really, genuinely. Most average people, it's not going to be beneficial when the market falls apart. But the reality was it was very affordable. You fast forward to today and last year, so really 2019, 2020, 2021, and we start to look and we say, okay, affordability is right about average. We are more affordable than in the 1990s through really 2007. We are way more affordable than those years. We're less affordable than when foreclosures were flooding the market. But again, there was a significant significant problem with that, and we've rebounded. We kind of hover right there in the middle. So yeah, home values are high, but with interest rates being low, again, focus on the monthly mortgage. If you're a buyer, that's what matters. Houses are very affordable today, still a great investment that you can make, one of the greatest investments you can ever make, and certainly a great investment to make into yourself. So if you want to learn more about housing affordability and how that would impact you, reach out to us. We'd love to help in any way we can. Thanks so much for taking the time to listen to me today. I hope that's been helpful and impactful for you.